Hey, hey everybody. Welcome to Eating with Susan. This is Susan, and today I'm at the Disney Swan, and my producer and I are heading in to eat at Il Mulino. In case you couldn't tell from my little ditty, Il Mulino is an Italian restaurant. The parent company is based in New York City and is quite a famous Italian restaurant there. So we're looking forward to lots of great pasta and tomato sauces, or gravy, as my grandfather used to say. I guess in Sicily they call it gravy, not sauce. So come on along and we'll give it a try and we'll let you know how it is.
Marcia Cam here while Susan went back to go get her phone. Just wanted to show you how much parking is if you choose to do self-parking. Make sure you hang on to your ticket so that you get validated at the restaurant, because $30 parking for eating out at dinner would make you very sad. Marcia out.
So we've gotten to our table and we've looked over the menu, and of course the first thing that comes out is your bread service, and they've given us a little beautiful basket of, I believe, some Italian bread. And the Italian bread comes with this, it looks like an oil and vinegar. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm going to go ahead and dip in a little bit of the oil, a little bit of the vinegar, and here we go. That is a nice balsamic vinegar. Get a little more of the oil. Nice, smooth, virgin, extra virgin, probably olive oil. Sits very well on your tongue. The bread, you can tell it's been freshly baked. Very good, nice crust on it. So the waiter just came by. Michael was his name. Very nice, very knowledgeable. And he brought my drink. And I ordered the bison berry lemonade. And here it is. It's Zubraca bison grass vodka, Florida honey syrup. You gotta love that Florida honey. Those bees. Orange bitters, fresh raspberries, my favorite. Love raspberries and blueberries. And fresh lemon juice. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip of this. Sweet. It is a sweet drink. I can really taste the raspberry, which is nice. Vodka's not heavy. It's a smooth vodka. A little too sweet for me. I'm more of a bitter person. But if sweet and vodka are your thing, I highly recommend this. I can also taste the Florida honey. You can't beat the Florida honey. Yum, yum, yum. So, I discovered there's more to bread than meets the eye. There were two other breads hidden under there. This one looks like it's a tomato. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I can taste the fresh tomato, basil, a super soft little garlic, maybe super yummy bread. There was another bread. I think, let me look. No, it is. It's like a bruschetta, and also has like some tomato in it. Almost tastes like a pizza. Oh my goodness. These are both fantastic. So far, I'm loving this restaurant.
So I was in the mood for a nice glass of wine. I'm a big Chardonnay fan, and our server recommended a Chalk Hill Chardonnay. It's not on the wine list. It runs about $19 a glass. Let me tell you, this is worth every penny. It's a really smooth finish, a very nice aftertaste, but it's light, not too clingy. Really, really good wine. If you're in the mood for a light Chardonnay, I really recommend the Chalk Hill Chardonnay.
Our appetizers have arrived, and I ordered the arancini di carne for $10. It is Italian rice balls stuffed with house-made bolognese over a spicy marinara sauce. And here we go right here. This looks amazing. I'm going to go ahead and cut into it, put it down, and cut into it. This is not going to be easy to do. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like it has got the meat sauce in it and the rice around it. So we're going to go ahead and give it a try. That is excellent. The sauce, they say, is spicy. It is. It hits the back of your tongue a few seconds after you swallow. Not overly spicy, just perfect. The rice ball was fried wonderfully, not too dark, not too light, perfect. The rice itself was soft but not overdone. And then it was stuffed with a house-made bolognese, which was fantastic. All in all, I'd say this is a great dish.
I have the shrimp cocktail. Just to give you a quick look, this is what the shrimp cocktail looks like. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already ate one. You get 5 shrimp with a really nice sized bowl of cocktail sauce. This is some spicy cocktail sauce. Not so spicy that you're like, but spicy enough that it has a little kick to it. This is the definition of good shrimp cocktail. Susan, how much is it?
The shrimp cocktail is, drum roll please, jumbo shrimp cocktail, $15.
For $15, if you like shrimp and you like shrimp cocktail, you absolutely will not go wrong with this. Absolute thumbs up, and get it with the Chardonnay. All right, so second course is out after the appetizer. Oh my God, that shrimp cocktail was to die for. I picked up a Caesar salad. This is just a traditional classic Caesar. I have not tried it yet, so we're gonna give it a go. About the only other Caesar salad I really, really like is at the Bull and Bear over at the Waldorf. Yeah, over at the Waldorf. But they have a really good Caesar salad, so let's give this a go. Oh my God. First one. There's fresh Parmesan in here. This is not like went to Publix and got Parmesan. This is Parm, the real Parm, the kind you really, oh my God, this Parmesan's amazing. With one. This is really, really good. You know, Il Mulino is a mid-priced restaurant here on Disney property. And hands down, this should be a signature dining restaurant. This food is amazing. I mentioned a little bit earlier, we went to Todd English Blue Zoo last week, and this has blown away everything we ate last week. Just hands down has been phenomenal. If you like Caesar, get this. You will just die for the Parmesan cheese that's in here.
All right, so our main course came out kind of main course. What I did was a little bit different. I ordered an appetizer and then a half order of my main course. And I'm going to eat them as a main course. So, the first thing I did was I ordered the polpetti al forno. And basically that is, you can see, I'm just reading off the menu here. It is Italian meatballs with tomato basil sauce and Parmesan cheese. And I had a little extra Parmesan sprinkled on there. And then I got the rigatoni con funghi. Fungi is Italian for mushroom. And you can see those mushrooms in there. It's rigatoni with wild mushrooms, spicy cherry peppers, which I am looking forward to, garlic, and truffle oil. You can see the red peppers there. Hey everybody, well we just finished at Il Mulino, and I can tell you that was probably one of the best meals I have had here on Disney property. As you know, we started off with the arancini for me, and it was like a fried rice ball with a bolognese, which is a meat sauce in the middle of it, and a super spicy tomato sauce. Not killer spicy. I wasn't dying when I was done, but it was nice and spicy, fried perfectly. Holy cow, delicious. Marcia, what did you have for an appetizer?
I had the shrimp cocktail, and oh my gosh, it was so good. The cocktail sauce was on the spicy side, but not so spicy that it was too hot. It just added a phenomenal amount of flavor to the dish. One of the best shrimp cocktails I'd had in a really long time. Just fantastic.
For the second part of our dinner, I ordered another appetizer. It was called the polpetti, and it was a meatball. I got that with my main course, which was a rigatoni con fungi. And fungi, it sounds like I'm eating fungus, which I am technically. Yeah, because fungi means mushroom in Italian. So I got a half order of that. That's the nice thing about Il Mulino. On the pasta dishes, you can order a half order and then order something else with it, which is just what I did. The polpetti or meatballs, they were a little bit salty, I thought, and a tiny bit dry. They had a standard marinara sauce. The rigatoni con fungi was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
It had a very nice hot cherry pepper, and it also had, actually, cherry pepper, I shouldn't say hot and sweet. It had that combination, which I love. And then it had this fantastic truffle oil. The rigatoni was al dente, so it was a little, not quite cooked perfectly, a little stiff, but it was still delicious. And then what I did, thanks to Marcia here, she had the idea, I put some of my meatball into my rigatoni, and it really cut the salty taste, and it was perfect. So Marcia, what did you have?
My second course was the Caesar salad, and as you'll see, when I first started eating it, I thought it was just fantastic. What I found after I turned the camera off was the top was fantastic. So everything that had the parm on top, a little bit of pepper, was really, really good. But as you went deeper, it just wasn't well mixed. So the deeper you got into the salad, the more it just kind of became a big lettuce bowl. So on the Caesar salad. However, for my main dish, I also had the alfungi. I am not a pepper eater, and I am not a mushroom eater. And I loved this dish. It was so well put together. It blended so nicely. It was really, really good. I can't recommend it enough. Even if you don't consider yourself a mushroom eater, try this dish. It is fantastic. It mixed well, like Susan said, with the mushroom. Cut the salt, or not the mushroom, sorry, the meatball. It cut the salt to the meatball, but I agree with Susan, even though I have a higher salt tolerance than she does, I do agree that the meatball was on the salty side. I don't know that I would do it again, but I would absolutely do that pasta dish again. It was really, really good.
And then for dessert, I got the tartufo with some coffee. And I can tell you this tartufo was amazing. What tartufo is it is a ball of ice cream wrapped around a frozen fruit. In this case, it was a frozen cherry, and the ice cream was hazelnut. It is encased in a chocolate ganache, and with it, they put whipped cream and zabaglione on the plate. Zabaglione is kind of Italian cream, custard whipped cream. Very good, and then they floated some berries on top, not strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, which was blackberries too. It was fantastic. I was so full that I forced myself to eat that whole thing. Amazing. The coffee I absolutely loved. It came with some biscotti, which were fantastic. They were nice and hot. They had nice honey and almond taste combined. They gave us some demerara sugar, brown sugar, to put in our coffee, little sugar cubes. Made the coffee delicious, a nice cream to go in there. Fantastic coffee, amazing dessert.
Yeah, I had an Americano coffee, so an espresso with milk. I did use all 6 sugars, but it was a really good coffee. I agree with Susan on that. I had the gelato. Now, traditionally, I have always felt that gelato was just over-marketed ice cream, that you just paid more for it, but at the end of the day, it tasted like ice cream. Now I see why people like gelato. I had 3 scoops, which is how it comes. I had vanilla, pistachio, and salted caramel. It was fantastic. Very creamy, very delicious. What people tell you gelato tastes like, this is what I always expected gelato to taste like, but it just never did. Now I see it. Now I understand why it's so good. So the gelato was fantastic. The Americano, I'll probably vibrate for the rest of the night. So much caffeine. But it was really, really good. So it was a very nice finish to a very, very good meal.
So all in all, the bill came to $160 and change. They did not take our annual pass, so we didn't get any money off. That's okay. It was a dinner that was well worth the price. Cost about $40 less than taught English, and I'd do it all over again in a second.
Yeah, for a place that's not a signature dining restaurant, that is just considered a mid-price restaurant in a hotel, it's worth every penny. If I had a hankering for Italian food, I would not hesitate to put this place on my list, Il Mulino. There's other places around Orlando that I would go to for Italian as well, but this would absolutely make my top 5.